Head on over to HLJ for all your movie monster series needs. Check them out at the link in the description.
Kaiju, turtles, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews.
Hey there, collectors, it's Steven here, and oh boy, this is going to be a treat. Today we're going to be taking a look at the movie monster series Godzilla 1991. Now, I don't say that sarcastically. The reason being is that the movie monster series continues to chug on with all of these new, neat releases we've been getting in the last 2 years, despite what's been going on in the world. And yeah, I mean, we have gotten Godzilla releases, you know, Monsterverse, Singular Points, the anime boring elegy. I don't know. Come up with your own thing. After sitting on the edge of boredom, quite frankly, I don't think I can top that in any way. Anyway, yeah, so we have gotten other Godzillas, but this is going to be a more so true to form new sculpt of a classic Godzilla, and fans are going head over heels for this release. We've waited for it, and now it's here. It's a classic Heisei Godzilla design, and you're here because you want to know if you should buy it. So I'm rambling for no reason. Let's take a look to see whether or not he's worth adding into your collection. Does this really capture the spirit of 1991? Yes. Is it accurate? I don't know. That's not really for me to decide. I think we're really going to be talking about the sculpt and the paint here, and I do think that overall for the sculpted details, we do have a lot crammed into a small space. I will say that for the head, I'm not really picking up strong early Heisei vibes, aside from we do get a generic Heisei Godzilla look here. What I will say though is I think that, and I've seen quite a few of these from different pictures posted online and from actually looking at mine once pulled out of the box, it looks like the eyes are a little too close together, even so much so that when I first took a look at mine, I thought mine had a quality control issue where the whites of his eyes actually bled over to the other side, and that was going to be a little upsetting for me. But other than that, I think the face does look good. Godzilla does look rather intimidating. And like I said, it really does capture the overall feel of Heisei, even if not 1991 in specific. Throughout the majority of the figure, we are going to have rather nicely sculpted details, the keloid scars. We are going to have that block scaling, which looks very good. You know, we are going to have that well-defined barrel chest of the Heisei era. And there really isn't much else to say. When it comes to the paint application for the things like claws and so forth, obviously, we are going to have, you know, some varying levels of paint, including, you know, maybe we'll have some scratches here and there, but it's very, very light just because of the spray that is used. You can actually see, at least in my photography, the little specks here and there that came about from that. Now, when we take a look at the dorsal plates, I really do think that this is going to be more so the figure's weak point. Why is that? As you can take a look from, one, the wide range shot, you can see that there's not a whole lot of details to be found on the dorsal plates, but when you take a close look at them, actually it shouldn't be but, it should be and when you take a close look at them, you can see that yes, there are details to be found there, but even when you get closer to the bottom of the dorsal plate, which is in Godzilla's design, that white color, that gray color that is used, it mostly continues on. So that sort of gradient, that variation that's found for Godzilla's dorsal plates, it's kind of lost here. So the dorsal plates, I would say, are the weakest part of the figure. But overall, I do think that this does capture the spirit of Heisei rather well. So if you are looking for a generic Heisei Godzilla, at minimum, this is one worth picking up. Now, taking a look at the tag real quick, some folks have said that this is not 91 and it's 89. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Maybe. But here's the tag. Articulation. Shoulder swivels. I'm going to point something out here. And we have thigh swivels at the hips. It's going to spin all the way around. Keep in mind, you may collide in with the sculpt. You don't want to do that. It's too tight. Just stop. Tail, no. Neck, no. Now, for Heisei era, Godzilla really held his hands closer to the chest. And this Godzilla kind of sort of does that. But when he does that, he moves his hands closer to his belly, closer to like his belly button, I would say. I sort of demonstrate here where I think his hand should be in a neutral resting position, and then we could be able to swivel his arms out, but that's not what we got here. I'm okay with it. It's just my opinion. Size comparison, your average 6-inch scale Godzilla. Really, we're not treading any new ground here. You should know about how big he's going to be, especially when we slide right on over to this final shot. Buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. I mean, regardless of how you look at it, it's kind of a win-win-win-win-and-win situation. The only way we lose is if you expected this to be the equivalent of Godzilla walking off the screen and onto your shelf. You're not going to do that for an approximately $20 movie Monster Series figure. Okay, so with shipping, it could be as much as $40 as if you get it by itself. Okay, I get that. But considering that Bandai only put in enough money, so this way it could be about $20, you're not going to get that. Now, if you just wanted this as a placeholder until maybe you get a big X Plus, or maybe there's an SH Monster Arts that comes out, hey, this will be fine. If you wanted this to complete your Godzilla timeline, hey, this will be fine. If you wanted this because it's going to be a movie Monster Series, hey, this will be fine. The only thing that I could say is maybe it could just have been overall better in terms of paint. That's it. Now, I will take note, we do have Playmates here in North America. Oh, here we go. And some of them, they actually do sort of equal the same quality at a more affordable price. So I'll leave that debate for the comments section. Go ahead and comment down below. But at the end of the day, if you are looking to get this for what it was originally intended for, sales in Japan at about $20 or so, this is not that bad. It's actually pretty good.
Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.